What is good, everybody? It's your boy SC George back at it again with another video. And yes, if you can hear me, I sound like crap, I look like crap. That's because I feel like crap because, well, if I had any sort of way to put this at the beginning of this video, sick and Mother Nature and allergies have teamed up and fused together. And the scene from Dragon Ball Super Broly movie where God Goku is getting ragdolled back and forth from Broly, that's pretty much what's been happening to me for the past couple of days. So I apologize for, not making videos after the last stream that I had. I apologize, but I've been feeling like dog crap. So I'm back. I literally do not know if this all right here from my nose is showing on camera how red it actually is from me blowing my nose constantly and stuff, but let's just say it's raw and it hurt. So if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, subscribe and turn on notifications. We're close to 28,000 subscribers. We're trying to get 30,000 before the anniversary, and to be quite honest, I literally might have to change that because I feel like we're definitely going to hit 30,000 before the anniversary, since that's still a couple of months away. We might have to change that to like 35 or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to get too cocky or anything like that. It's just we might have to change that on the way that things are going on the channel. So again, that's all because of you guys, and thank you guys so much for that. Like I said, if you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications, like, share, all that good shit. I think it's about time. I think yeah, it's been about 2 minutes. I can drop a couple of cuss words now because it's been about 2 minutes or so for the algorithm. So again, all that goodish. Hello, I'm all the way up here, teeny tiny on your screen right now, because I wanted to focus in on this actual roadmap. Because first of all, I'm probably an idiot, really, and I didn't notice this beforehand, and I literally do not know if any other content creator has actually pointed this out or so. At all. I seriously do not know. I haven't checked. You can let me know in the comment section below. But if you go through and you actually look at every single one of these parts where they have the actual months on how things are going to be popping off. So let me just, do that for you so you can actually see that. What I'm saying here is, you see how we have March and then April, May, June, July, August. I know we touched upon a little bit of this before when we actually got the first roadmap and everything, but I didn't actually really notice this, I don't think, then, in that every single one of these full-on squares all the way through represent an actual week in the game and also within the schedule. So basically, if you go through, there's 8 weeks for both of the months. So basically 4 for each month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are in each of them. So basically, when you're going through and you're actually looking at these roadmaps for going forward, like I said, I could be an idiot and everybody could already know this one, and I'm just slow at it. But basically, it's going to be telling you exactly when things are going to be coming out. So the further it is for, say, the beginning of the month is what you're going to see. The further it is at the end of the month week is what you're going to see and how it's going to be coming out. So basically, if you look at this worldwide event down here, I think I can. There you go. Yeah. So if you look at that, you see that it's right at the end of April, which again, Golden Week, this is what's representing Golden Week. Golden Week is literally going to be starting, if I'm not mistaken, the 27th. And currently right now it's the 19th. So we basically have about a week before then, which we should be getting a full week of all, I would say probably like all the teasers, and then probably like a Dokkan Nows, or if they give us some kind of producer letter or something like that, we should be getting a bunch of stuff for that, for this celebration. So that corresponds with that right then and there, which is great. But if you look at everything else, you see that basically in the middle of the first week of May, we'll be getting this enemy skill boost and stuff like that that'll be popping off. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did have a little bit of this for the anniversary, because I think a lot of the events at the anniversary kind of got bumped up a lot, which basically means that they were getting, all the enemies were getting a lot harder. That'll be happening then. So in the Golden Week celebration, we'll be getting that global. So all the units and all the events and stuff that you're seeing beforehand, you're really going to be able to test your metal with all these like super easy A's and stuff like that, and all the units that are absolutely crazy good with their easy A's currently right now that we've been getting. You will be able to test basically that in this one when all these boss enemies are actually doing so much damage. And if you can tell, that's going to be going and spanning all the way through until basically, I won't say the end of the anniversary, but somewhere around the mid of the anniversary, which again, like I said, makes sense because all the events and stuff like that are going to be in there. Then you go through with a quest. We'll be getting a new quest story chapter release. That'll be at the end of the first week of May, which again will be at the beginning, still in, I think maybe like the second part, or no, still in the beginning of Golden Week, because Golden Week's actually going to spawn. Well, yeah, it's going to actually be the whole month of May. So if you go back and look at that, it was the whole month of May, which was great. Not gonna lie, a whole lot of content, whole lot of Dragon Stones we'll be getting for the global side, and we'll be talking about that a little bit more here in a second. So again, all the shop screen modifiers and stuff like that, modification, everything we'll be getting that data. One of my biggest things right now is actually the data, improved data download, which if you go and you play Dokkan right now, and we just got a maintenance on Global Dokkan Battle, and I think it was around like 1.1 and 1.3 megabytes, which is about 1.1 and 1.3 gigs. My biggest thing right now is that for a lot of people I've seen have a pretty big issue on like storage on their phones or whatever device that they're currently on. And basically if they're improving this, so if they're basically like, if you download Dokkan right now, especially after this maintenance and stuff like that, if you download Dokkan right now, you might be downloading maybe like 14, 15, somewhere around there gigs of actual data. So if they can improve that to where they can cut that in half to where maybe like almost 7 or maybe 8, that's great. It frees up a lot more storage, which means every one of the data downloads something we go forward with won't be as much, won't be like 1 gig that you're downloading and stuff like that. It may be like maybe 0.5, maybe 500 megabytes, half a gig or less. Great improvement, which means that they could, which one of my biggest things that I would want in this game is the improvement and also the ability to start giving us actual HD textures and HD actual arts and stuff like that in the game for all of our cards, which is another big thing that's kind of stopped them from actually really doing that, because again, all the assets would be so massive that again, people would have run out of storage a lot, especially if you've been on the game for a very long time and you got so many units and stuff like that. The assets alone would be absolutely astronomical and take up so much space in your actual phone or whatever you're using. So I personally do feel like that should be one of the main focuses that we actually get. And if you remember, if you're looking at that, that's still going to happen like basically around the anniversary, which is great. And I can't remember if JP got that on that side as well too, because again, this is global, going through and showing a bunch of things and seeing like the domain effects and blah 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 and all that, and the SSR new recruits and everything. Like, this is for a lot of that. The only reason why I'm bringing this and this schedule up so much is because once we actually get out of the anniversary, trust me when I say this, the next second part for the year, the schedule, the roadmap, whichever one you want to call it, is going to be incredible. Like, I would say this is just the beginning touches of what we're going to be actually seeing. Like, the second half of this year that they show us should be incredible. And with the sync up happening, because you got to remember on the global side, when we say the sync up, we're actually literally just syncing up with JP. Like, we're getting on pretty much JP's wavelength. So it's like, when you see like the 9th year anniversary, like, will we have a Tanabanta at end of November, at the end of November, December, will we have a Tanabanta? Like, what are they going to do with that? Because you have to understand and remember, like, for, I would say the main people that is going to really feel the effects of this in terms of like just gameplay wise is free to play. You guys, like, for all my free to play audience is currently watch this right now, and then the ones that aren't my audience, so you just watch this because you got recommended and stuff like that, subscribe. It's good. You're going to feel the effects of this a lot more because you've been catered. You in Dokkan Battle, you have been catered by majority of the community to basically save your Dragon Stones from January all the way till the beginning of July till you get to the anniversary. That's what you've been catered to do. You won't be able to do that at that point, because you got to remember, every unit that's coming out now is incredibly good and we're going to actual schedule where we won't know what's coming beforehand. Like, we'll know our scheduled times of certain celebrations and yada yada yada, but we won't know the units. So you won't necessarily know how good the next units stack up with beforehand. And if you go, oh well, showcases, I'll still be able to see a showcase. Yeah, not with private servers, because apparently it's come to my recollection and stuff like that, and my knowledge on a stream that we had a couple of days ago, that they basically cracked down. Dokkan themselves have actually cracked down on the people that's been doing showcases. So it's probably what you're going to see a lot less of, which in my opinion is necessarily really a good thing, but I won't go into it more. If you want to know my full like take on it, you can watch the stream that I had on it, because like I said, I do think it's a good thing for the community, just for the simple fact that, one, it really messed with their revenue a lot, because it made so many people decide that they weren't going to summon for certain things because they were seeing a full showcase and seeing a full kit. You were basically seeing the full 100% what that unit did, and basically how it stacked up with another unit, and you were like, oh, no, I don't want that because it stacks up with this, and then you would just skip on all the way through. Mess with their revenue. It's one of the reasons why on the global side you haven't seen that many top grosses, unless it comes from an actual celebration. Like, that was it. And there was maybe like one or two banners here and there that would actually get it, but most of the time, no actual top grossings unless it was a celebration, which again they took very personal. if they're taking down showcases stuff, they took it very personal. So in my opinion, you probably will see a lot more for the free to play aspect. When I'm talking to you guys still right now, you will see probably a lot more top grossings and stuff like that, just because most people won't want to wait to see what comes out later on and stuff like that. And then, like I said, for all the whales and stuff like that that do play that summon all the time, you're going to see more and more and more of that happening, more and more people converting over, because all the units are going to be very, very good going forward. And with the super easy A's, and then all the other units getting easy A's, is just going to make all the categories fill out a lot more. So people are going to be way more desirable at the units to go with the corresponding categories and stuff like that. So you're going to see a massive improvement from that on the free-to-play side as well too. You're going to get more Dragon Subs from that, courtesy of, you know, us whales and stuff like that, because like I said, we won't have to wait that much, and it's just a linear sort of faction where you're just going to be able to summon on everything going forward, which, like I said, is a good thing. Definitely a good thing on there. And now my second part of this one is basically the content creator. For my global only audience, we are probably going to get one of the biggest, in my opinion, boosts for just our views and how we will be in algorithms, because I've never been more truer when I say this. From a JP player to a global player, the JP player, the JP content creator as well, has always had a significant advantage over the global player. So if you were a JP player, you got everything first. That won't happen anymore. So it's a level playing field, which means every content creator and also every viewer just every Dokkan player will be experiencing everything at the same exact time. Which, again, like I said, from the content creator standpoint, all of us are actually going to be in a level playing field with the JP players, which, like I said, you'll see a lot more boom. So in my opinion, for all of us global content creators, it's probably literally this is the reason why I was not even saying most of us, all of us freaked out so much when we actually finally got the sync up announced last year, was because we knew that we were all going to finally be on an even playing field, and it wasn't going to be a situation where it's like, oh man, we just got to talk about it but not be about it. Now we can talk about it and be about it at the same time, and that's going to help out a lot more in the community, just for the simple fact that, again, like I said, viewership is going to be up for so many people, just for that. And like I said, global, we're really going to win this one the most. And this, the sync up actually benefits us the most instead of the JP side, because like I said, for the JP side, nothing changes really, except for like the improvements for roadmaps and stuff like that. Nothing really changes other than that. And like I said, going back with the roadmap, it's only going to get even crazier when we see later on what's going to be happening and stuff like that. And again, like I said, I'm still probably very teeny tiny up here while you're still looking at the roadmap, because I want you to still look at this roadmap so you just get a good look at this damn roadmap. Because at the midway point of this year, when we get that second half of the roadmap that they show us, I'm expecting godly work. Like, I'm being honest, I'm expecting godly work, guys. And I seriously cannot wait for it. I seriously cannot wait for it, just for the simple fact that we could finally count the days to when we can stop being I'm gonna say it, a segregated community, and actually be a full-on community all at once and enjoying the game at the exact same time. Like, I seriously cannot wait for that. It's gonna be probably one of the best things ever. Like, and I think in all seriousness, this is probably the best thing that's ever happened to Dokkan Battle. And you could tell because they're literally giving us everything that we want. I mean, they gave us a damn roadmap. And this is one of the things that I complained about for years, that we needed a roadmap in the damn game to show us what's going to be happening, especially for new players to see. They done it. Dokkan's only going to get better. Only going to get better from here on. But other than that, let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about this one. I'm going to assume most of you guys probably feel very, very, very good about this one. And also, I'm ending this video off because I could talk about this for a very long time. I could literally just talk about this for a very long time. But my throat, my nose, and Mother Nature is talking. They talking again. And I think they're about to gang up on me for real. I really do. I can already feel it. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video, have an awesome day / night. Stay safe. And I'm out. Peace.